If the super hit Hindi movie of the 90s, Karan Arjun, where two dead brothers reincarnate and unite, was made on India's politics today, would the mom in the movie change her tune from
क्या करण अर्जुन एक साथ आएंगे
to
क्या राहुल वरुण एक साथ आएंगे?
because there was increasing speculation of BJP MP Varun Gandhi joining Rahul Gandhi's Congress, reuniting the sundered family. As he is the only BJP MP playing the role of opposition, finding faults with both Modi and Yogi governments. He started by criticizing the 3 farm laws in 2020 in support of farmers, the main vote bank in his constituency, Pilibhit. In September 2021, Varun publicly demanded that UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath hike purchase prices of sugarcane. Then after the sensational Lakhimpur Kheri incident, where a BJP minister's son purposefully hit and ran over farmers on their way back from a protest, he maligned the accused son of a cabinet minister. Just 2 days later, the BJP dropped Varun and her mother Maneka Gandhi from its National Executive Committee. But surprisingly, Varun didn't care at all, seemingly to have lost interest in the party. I haven't attended a single meeting in the last 5 years. Though Maneka was Minister of Women and Child Development during Modi's first term, Varun hasn't ever held any senior position, though he claims, I have turned down the e-education ministership twice, which most people don't know. Removed from a leadership position, the disgruntled duo didn't campaign for the party during the 2022 assembly elections in their home state of UP, but continued its attack on the centre, this time on the Agnipath scheme in June 2022. It's a blunder, like the farm laws. Other than Varun, Subramaniam Swamy is the only other BJP leader who keeps poking the Modi government mainly over its economy and issues of national security. But unlike Varun and Maneka, who give the impression of leaving many times, Swamy firmly remains in the BJP fold, using the BJP name in his Twitter bio even while criticizing, which the other two don't. Yet, Rahul Gandhi is wary of his cousin, somewhat like Akshay Kumar of the 1990s. मैं secular, तू communal, reiterating during the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Varun adopted an ideology which is totally different from mine.
Despite Varun's recent lashing against the BJP, his image is still shaped by the provocative speech allegedly against Muslims he made during the 2009 Lok Sabha election campaign.
Cut off the hand that is raised against Hindus.
After which the National Security Act was clamped on him and he was jailed. It set him to become a firebrand Hindutva leader, though he eventually didn't go down that route. But it is not just this one incident. There is deep mistrust that has led to a divide within the Gandhi family since the last 4 decades. The Gandhis were once a happy family in the 1970s, with Varun's father Sanjay, the anointed heir, and Rahul's father Rajiv, an airline pilot, uninterested in politics. But ironically, it was the non-aviator, the then 34-year-old Sanjay Gandhi, who did a daredevil stunt too many in his Pitts S-2A plane, lost control and crashed and died in a freak accident in June 1980. Indira Gandhi passed Sanjay's role on to Rajiv, making him the successor, which role has subsequently come to Rahul Gandhi now. At first, as a compassionate gesture, Indira wanted to make the 25-year-old widow Maneka her personal secretary and even took her out on official travels. At that time, Sonia Gandhi, the Italian daughter-in-law, was trying hard to fit into her new full-time role as an Indian bahu. But Maneka sensed she was being politically sidelined as the power equations within the Gandhi family tilted towards the obedient bahu, Sonia. So she made her move when Indira went to London on a diplomatic visit in March 1982 and gave a heated speech in a Lucknow meeting in an effort to lure back her dead husband's followers and rebuild her political base. Little did she know that this was like putting an axe to her own feet and that it would only accelerate her downfall within the family. Next morning, at the Prime Minister's residence at Delhi's 1 Safdarjung Road, an angry Indira rushed back home to teach Maneka a lesson for a poisonous speech. Maneka, unaware, was ready to welcome her.
Namaste, Mummy ji. How was your trip?
But Indira just walked past her.
We will talk later.
Then played out a Saas Bahu saga that was more thrilling than even Ekta Kapoor's K-serials. A miffed Maneka locked herself in a room playing with her then 2-year-old Varun Gandhi. Unusually, lunch was sent to her room. Mrs. Gandhi asked me to tell you that she does not wish you to join the rest of the family. But an hour later, the servant came back. Mrs. Gandhi has called you. By then, Maneka was so scared of her mother-in-law that her legs were shaking as she went down to the living room, where she waited for a time that seemed like eternity, pacing around and chewing at her nails. A barefoot Indira barged in suddenly, accompanied by her guru Dhirendra Brahmachari and personal secretary R.K. Dhawan, and began giving her a dressing down.
I ordered you not to speak in Lucknow, but you disobeyed me.
My speech was in my husband's memory. I didn't mean to upset you.
Your speech was poisonous. Get out of this house immediately. Why? This is my late husband's house as well. This is the home of the Prime Minister of India. Just go back to your mother's house.
Then turned around and walked out of the room. Back in her room, Maneka was deeply hurt and rang her sister Ambika.
It was so disrespectful. You come, please. Get the press along. I'll show the world.
The press came, including international correspondents, but irrespective of them, late at night, amidst heavy police presence, a sobbing Maneka left the house with a dazed, half-asleep Varun in her arms, giving the image of a loyal widow bahu treated cruelly by her powerful sass. As the dumbstruck cousins Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi looked on from the window, little realizing the battle for power within the family. In the wilderness for almost 2 decades, Maneka found a political home in 1999 as a minister in the BJP-led Vajpayee NDA government. Varun then rose through the ranks in the 21st century, becoming the party's youngest ever general secretary in 2013 at the age of 33. All was going well for him, with his father's old loyal base flocking to him in expectation.
वरुण नहीं ये आंधी है, दूसरा संजय गांधी है.
But then he committed the big mistake of not joining the Mosha bandwagon, rather backing Rajnath Singh to become BJP's prime ministerial candidate in 2014. During that election campaign, Modi's chopper halted in Varun's then constituency of Sultanpur. But Varun didn't even come to meet him, a huge disrespectful gesture, and even publicly disputed the claimed 200,000 voter turnout.
Where? Only 50,000 people.
Expectedly, soon after coming to power, Amit Shah clipped his wings and dropped him from his general secretary post. Varun showed the arrogance of coming from an old, powerful political dynasty, not realizing that in the BJP, it didn't mean much. Therefore, he took it upon himself and advocated his candidacy as UP's chief minister in 2016 without party permission. But news of his being honey-trapped in an arms deal spread like wildfire, deflating his campaign. Finally, a year later, the BJP pushed him out in the cold, formally excluding him even from their stars campaigners list for 2017. Since then, he tried to completely reform his image to a secular one. We should do politics that uplift people, not Hindu, Muslim and caste politics that just divides. He was always a hidden liberal, the only BJP MP who voted in favor of Shashi Tharoor's bill to decriminalize homosexuality in 2015. And like his great-grandfather Pandit Nehru, he is one of the few erudite MPs who has gone on to write books, one on rural and the other on urban India. Varun has also never criticized the Nehru-Gandhi family and shares a much closer sibling bond with Priyanka rather than Rahul. Priyanka has also always gone easy on Varun even while campaigning in the past.
Congress workers should show Varun the right path, as he has gone astray.
So she's the one who can step in and help build bridges between the cousins, Karan Arjun, Rahul Varun. Because after the departure of two big leaders, Jiten Prasad and RPN Singh, Uttar Pradesh Congress is in shambles with just 2 MLAs and a lone MP. As Varun is the only MP who donates his entire salary to debt-ridden farmers, he is popular among them and the youth. Maybe he can conjure up some magic and help build UP's Congress. Yet, were he to do so, might it not project him as a national leader, posing a direct challenge to Rahul in dividing the Congress? Therefore, Varun has also given feelers to the Samajwadi Party, praising his chief Akhilesh Yadav at public functions. When he was CM, he helped me in my research on farmers' suicide. Also consoling and hugging Akhilesh during his father Mulayam Singh Yadav's funeral last year. If that too doesn't work out, he might start his own party or try become the united opposition candidate. However, Varun's mother Maneka at least has reportedly struck a secret pact with UP CM Yogi Adityanath and made at least her position clear, putting the ball publicly in BJP's court.
It's up to the party to give me a ticket or not. I'll stay in BJP only.
Which has quietened Varun in the last 3 months, but it doesn't mean he has to follow her. Rahul is fast running out of ideas to rejuvenate the Congress in UP. His only chance is if the full Gandhi Parivaar comes out together in force. Bisbo's limerick. The other Gandhi wants to come back from the cold. His ideological flirtation did not much promise hold. But would he bow down and be subservient to the crown? This intellectual may not fit in that mold. You will also find these sources listed in our video description section.